Hello everyone, my name is Lottie, or Sil Gaming. This is a different kind of video that I'm going to be posting. Sorry, this is completely unscripted, as this is just a analysis kind of video. So what I'm going to be looking at today is my Chapter 3 All Recruits No Hit run, and just kind of go over what my thought process is throughout the run. I just want to say that this is not going to feature the full run because it's 54 minutes long, but it will cover some of the hardest parts of the run, at least for me, and what I'm thinking at the time. So let's begin. So at the beginning here, I'm just sitting here. I've just had a fail to I think it was TV World before this run happened. So I hadn't made it to Rouxls by this point, and I've tried this category 54 times. Most of my fails are to Weather Duo, which is the first boss, as you can see right here. So here I'm just kind of lucking it out, because there's... Back then this wasn't really that optimized, so I didn't really have any good strategy for this. I just kind of played it around and just thought, you know what, I've been here about 50 times, so any time I get hit here, I just hit restart, because I've been using a quick reset mod, which gets around one of the downsides to using the quick reset with the Weather Duo is that it will make the attacks easier, which can invalidate your run, as Blue Mushroom 64 once demonstrated to us. The mod I made though doesn't do that. It resets the death counter, so there's no problems there. So here I'm just using a different kind of strategy to prevent being cornered. So you can see I just stay here because the bullets hardly ever target me anyway. I find it a little bit swag, to be honest, as a way of inserting swag into the run. Bit risky, but it does work. And here, of course, it's the final attack. It's just move and avoid, really, just all these curving nonsenses. And here's where it gets slower, and I'm like, okay, I have a run past Weather Duo, but that doesn't mean that I have passed the ultimate test yet. The whole ultimate testing in All Recruits right now is just getting past the first board. And water cooler as well. I'll skip ahead. Oh, hang on, it's not this one, is it? It's this one here. Triple Shadow Men. So you can see here, I'm just trying to dodge RNG as best as I can. Nearly get cornered there. I'm just sitting here, just turning off my mind completely, because I hate board 1. Like, hardly ever get past it. Like, I think 25% of my runs made it past board 1. So yeah, that's Triple Shadow, guys. The cooking minigame, obviously is cooking minigame, no problems here. Dropping the food or touching the fire doesn't invalidate the run, as per challenge run rules, so that's completely fine, no problems had to be here. Here I equip the weapons to do water cooler as best as I can. Water cooler is a requirement for all recruits, so I just go up to water cooler and fight her. So here my aim is pretty poor, but that's fine. I know how water cooler works. I've played this fight about half a dozen, 2 dozen times before I played the run, so... So you see here, I'm aiming to get the water cooler tired by turn 2, because turn 3 is an absolute nightmare to no-hit when you're under pressure like this. So this is 9 minutes into the run, by the way. So that's a significant time lost when you fail there a lot. It's not a nice thing. And if we skip ahead even further, that's not where I want to go. It's right here, or is that later? Triple Pippins, that's the one. So if I skip ahead, yeah. Another choke point in the run, Triple Pippins, 12 minutes into the run. It's like every 3 minutes there's a big choke point. What I'm doing here is different to how runners normally do it. What runners normally do is bet and touch green dice, but I found that to be too risky. I had little to no success with that. And so I've been using the other alternative strat, which is to spare one per turn and just hope for the best with the dice. This worked a lot better for me because I'm better at the trajectories involving the dice. So you can see here I'm predicting where they're going to go because the dots on the dice tell you which way the bullets are going to fire. So here I'm just like, okay, I can just get past this and I have a little bit of a resting period after this board finishes because there's one more boss after this one, Shutter. 14.5 minutes in. So Shutter is just the standard Shutter, just spare until you win. Also one of the most easily luck-lockable enemies in the run. The first two attacks though are okay. I very rarely have a problem with the first attack. Second attack is just normal, it's fine. And this here is where it gets really stupid, because sometimes the RNG can just wall you in and there's nothing you can do about it apart from just accept the hit. It's totally bullshit. I don't know why Toby designed it like that. So stupid. But yeah, I'm using a strategy here where I hug the left wall to manipulate the tiers as much as possible, and I slowly work my way to the right. That works the best for me. Any other strategy just doesn't work. Right, here we have a bit of a resting period. On the rhythm game, hang on a second. Let me go forward. Oh, okay, so there's a strat with the rhythm game to miss notes deliberately so you can get another tension item. Here, I don't do that, simply because I do not need it. But there are times where you can FC the song and get A rank like I did in my fresh save file for Chapter 3 run in the live stream. So, if you don't know, if you get A or B rank, you can get Tension Gem from Ram in the green room. So that's cool and all. But instead, we just gamble for it here at the ball machine. So you see the dialogue flashing by there, but the word I'm looking for is tension. So tenor tie, close but not quite. And there it is, tension max. So we stop gambling and we leave the room. So now we're up to Zapper. Zapper is an interesting encounter, to say the least. So you see here, not that problematic, but a bit iffy. And there we go, we're past Zapper. And we have a bit of a 10-minute grace period before the harder part of the run. As if the first half wasn't already hard enough. The second half is somehow just as hard. So here I graze for TP using the effects of the ribbon, which increases your graze area so I don't have to get too close. That's perfect for no hit, so you don't have to risk taking damage, which is great. And then turn them off. Now, I've had fails to TV World before on the shooting minigame, so here I'm just... the first 8 shots are the exact same, but then it's just random spam. You have to be quick, otherwise you get shot and that deals damage. So that's not fun. The next part is the Susie Zilla zone, or do I skip it? I think I skip it. Yeah, because we get our recruits elsewhere. Ribic, of course, goes just as well as you'd expect it to. Shadow Men. Now, up to this run here, this is the furthest I've ever made it. The Zapper plus Shutter fight. Because of Shutter. here I just try and complete the challenge, get Shutter out of the way, because if I don't, then I'm absolutely fucked. Shutter plus Zapper attacks are not fun to deal with when you're on no-hit pace. And I think this is like, if I remember right, this was back-to-back with another run that made it here. So, or maybe not. I'm not too sure. But this is my first run past Zapper plus Shutter on no-hit pace. And you see I follow the route here to avoid running into the puzzles. The puzzles are not hard. It's just you have to remember the answers. And it's best if you have nerves, just avoid that entirely. So right now is when nerves are starting to build up, because I have a run that made it all the way here. It took 54 attempts to make it this far. And if I lose it, then I'm all the way back to the start. Really don't want that to happen. So I remember all the practice I put in for Chapter 3 any percent with Rouxls, Tenor, and Knight. So now we come up to Rouxls Kaard, the guy that nobody likes. I'm sorry. So people say that Rouxls isn't really a hard boss. Try no-hitting him, because his attacks are relentless when it comes to no-hit, especially the planes and the banners and the later attacks as well. So here I'm just moving around a bit kind of erratically, to be honest, because that's all I can really do. Avoiding the parachutes and the planes as much as possible. But though I am nervous here a little bit, so I don't really have the best strategy for avoiding these. One thing I do know, though, is to pay attention to the helicopter, because that's when the parachutes spawn. They only spawn from the helicopter, they don't spawn randomly. Though they do kind of spawn randomly from the helicopter, it's a random interval. And we come here to Task. The Task Shadow guys, throwing the yarn. I remember my experience with the yarn from Chapter 2, Main Route and Snowgrave, so this bit is no issue. And then we come to the Weather Duo. Now here I'm just trying to manipulate the moons as best as I can, while avoiding all the raindrops. Kind of multitasking here, while under pressure. Here I get a bit of an unlucky... I don't know how I avoided this. Just look at this. Look at how close I am to getting hit here. It's probably not that close in terms of hitboxes, but for me it was really close. You can see here I take a deep sigh of relief, because I'm just so happy to have made it this far. And the laser pointer attacks are, well, the strategies are really simple on the laser pointer, because you can just camp in the corner the whole time. Because the laser pointer is scripted to go to certain locations. So once that spot is occupied, I just move up to the top left. And then the next attack. This one has ended quite a few of my no-hit attempts, or a couple of minimal hit PBs. But here I get really lucky with the raindrops. And just stay in the bottom corner. Guaranteed safe spot, 100%. And just like that, we've made it past Rouxls. And right now I just say on pace to alert the on pace ping in UDCC, which is... the on pace ping is a special occasion where moderators and sheet managers of the server will notify the members of the server that a special run may be about to happen. I put on pace here to give plenty of time for people to come, because Tenor is made quite consistent, and obviously Knight is like the climax of the whole thing. So here I'm just trying to breathe, maintain my composure. I've made it this far. I don't want to mess up, because if I mess up, I have to go all the way back to board 1, and I really don't want to do that on the first run that made it this far. I'd rather get it, just get it over with. You can see in the chat here I say I'm never going to be ready, because at this point my heart rate, it just accelerated. So, yeah, Tenor is a bit tricky. This one attack has ended any percent no hit before, but here I cut it really close, but nah, easy. I've practiced Tenor extensively before doing Chapter 3 no hit, and I came up with several strategies. Well, not several, but I came up with one for this one. I came up with a strat I call OCS. You will know about this if you read the post I made regarding this. But yeah, if it spawns in the bottom left, I have to do that really weird maneuver. The other ones I can just safely camp in corners and move periodically, and the attack is free. There's only 4 patterns to that, so that makes it a whole lot easier to learn. It's better than the, I don't know, 1.7 times 10 to the 308 that you would get in other encounters like this one. So here I just focus on the soul, whichever side the lightning is closest to, so the top and the bottom are separate. And if I skip forward, you can see I'm here in the fire avoidance. I call it fire hopping because you're just basically jumping over fire. The rhythm game. Now here I'm using Z and right because that was the scheme that was most comfortable for me. I could do it with one hand, or I could just spam all the way through. Like people just spam all the way through in no-hit runs because they don't want to risk missing a note. But I've been playing rhythm games for nearly 20 years now, so it's no problem for me. The shooting game, not quite as relentless as the one in TV World. They give you a chance here. And I think coming up here is the final attack. Yep, final attack. So here I just pay very close attention to when the thing transitions. You can see, right, this transition here is really stupid. If I had got fire hopping here, I would have got hit. And there was nothing I would have done about it. But I got really lucky with that. So luckily we don't get the rhythm game for the rest of the attack. So here I just have to shoot the tenors, jump over fire, shoot the targets. I hold C throughout to make the shooting attacks one consistent. And the ball, you don't have to bounce the ball on the umbrella, you can let it bounce on the floor and that'll still count. So right here I have my crosshair in the middle because sometimes the stars can just go at light speed and hit you anyway. I just put the crosshair halfway in between to avoid that potential thing from happening. And right here is when my nerves hit their maximum. Like, I made it past Tenor, I made it past Rouxls, both in one run. First attempt past TV World. I'm just freaking out internally. I say here if it fails, it still counts as Nightless, because I had a Nightless. Did any % no hit without Night before. And I thought, this is still a good run. It's just done without Night if I get hit to the Night. And so now we come to the Night fight itself. Everyone is in chat right now. I asked the chat, we are here to show you that I'm not the one standing alone in battle. I toss out the exec buffet to prevent any misconsumptions. I haven't had it happen, but best minimize that risk anyway. Right, it's time for the Night. So right here, I'm just getting ready for a potential fail, because the Night can give you an impossible attack sometimes. But even though it's rare, it still has a chance to happen, and that did happen in my Nightless run. And you can see the stars going slowly here. I'm like, oh fuck, am I going to get hit? Because if the stars go slowly, it's like almost a guarantee you're going to get hit. So I just do the first couple of attacks, get familiar with the feeling again, do this as normal. Hold breath on turn 3, because that's when I need it the most. I could have done it from the start, but I need the tension max and the damage in turn 2. So that's why I do it on turn 3. So here, the teeth, I just pay attention to the nearest tooth that comes my way and just move out of the way of it. It's like right here I'm on like total concentration mode. I don't want to lose any form of concentration here. The background music as well really helps with that. It makes me feel like I'm in a cinematic or something. So if you're nervous at the end of a run, change the music. It really helps. And here I tension gem because I don't have enough for Rude Buster. And hopefully I don't need another tension item for the rest of the run. And here I get another. You can see me raising my head in disagreement because I don't want that to go slow. Because that's how I got hit before. But luckily that didn't happen, so I made it past stars 2, and now I just have to survive. Just concentrate, survive, avoid every single attack. Like, you can see that I hesitated a little, partially due to instinct. But yeah, I'm just making sure to just not focus too much on that, just focus on dealing damage and cutting the fight as short as possible. This attack here, this ended a couple of my any percent no-hit attempts. Like, I can't imagine, like, before the hitbox patch, the hitboxes here were just basically almost unavoidable, practically speaking. So, yeah, I can't imagine being here pre-patch. Oh, God. So, yeah. Now, I don't know how this happened. Just, I'm overlapping the sword and I'm still not taking damage. Like, that made my heart jump. I thought, oh god, have I just got hit? And I just looked at my HP and like, oh, I guess I win now. But I didn't win yet, because I still have 2 more attacks to deal with. First is this one. I'm moving the heart around quite erratically like a tass. Because I'm just so nervous at this point. And then I defend, glow phase, deep breath. Try and time the music with the final attack, because I just like doing that. And chat is just popping off right away. 1 more attack. We are here. Final. Come on, what is happening? Everyone's just typing in all caps. And I make it through here and I'm like, I'm not even nervous anymore. I've made it through all the hard parts. This one's easy. I just have to do this right. And bam. There we go. Chapter 3, all recruits, no hit run. wait for the chat to just, yeah, everyone's flooding. Yes, damn, GG, yeah, all that. And right now, I'm just sitting there like, I'm about to cry, I'm about to laugh, am I about to just absolutely lose it? Like, when I made it this far in any percent, my fingers were trembling so hard, but now, during all recruits, they weren't really that trembly. I was just, yeah, sitting there in awe, just trying to acknowledge what happened. Like, this is the round that got me champion role in UDCC. This is my champion tier in UDCC. And this is what I did to get that role. So, yeah, that's my thought process throughout a difficult challenge run. I thought I'd choose Chapter 3 for this because a lot happens throughout it. Loads of RNG choke points, lots, little bit of skill-based stuff here and there, but not much. So yeah, I would have done True Pacifist for this. I'll probably do that when I finish non-New Game Plus. But for New Game Plus, it's really just True Lab and Asriel. Nothing too crazy, unlike this. So, yeah. Does this mean that HTTP New Game Plus is mythic? Okay, no. So, yeah, there you go. That's inside the mind of a high-level challenge run, or person doing a high-level challenge run. I don't know if I'll do another video like this. I'll probably do one for True Pacifist, non-New Game Plus, when I finish that. But for now, this is the only video of its kind that I'm going to make. So I hope you liked it. I hope this gave you a bit of insight as to what it's actually like to play at this level. A lot of people just look at this and think, oh, that's easy. It's really not. Like, if you try this, 54 attempts for someone who's done crazy stuff, Distrust 2 and all that, Last Breath, Shanghai Vania, even here, we all struggle. So, yeah, that's all I can say about that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.